What is up, everybody? Welcome back. So been doing some thinking lately, and I have to finish a whole bunch of stuff. I'm pretty sure I've said that in the past. So let's get in the shop here. I'm going to start on the 67. I know I've said that a few times, but it has to get done. I just went ahead and bled those brakes on the Suburban back there, and if you guys ever worked in a shop, or you've ever been to a shop in the summer, it gets real hot, especially if you don't have a swamp cooler or any AC stuff like that. I was fortunate. The guy that I painted his little white Honda, he brought me the cooler, and hey buddy, if you're watching, I appreciate it. Thank you. It's helped me a whole bunch. Anyways, so it works amazing. Now in the winter, it gets super cold in here, so I got something to keep me warm on that. But anyways, let's talk about this 67 and what's the plans for it. Today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen with this car, how we're going to do it, why we're going to do it that way, and hopefully you guys get the picture, kind of understand what's going on with it. So remember, in the first video I posted, you guys seen the trunk of the 67, and I don't know if you guys probably thought that, you know, maybe the way I put it on the YouTube page or whatever, or on that video, shop gets robbed, spraying Rust-Oleum for whatever finish. Obviously the trunk is not painted with Rust-Oleum, it's base coat, clear coat. So let's start off on that right. Let's turn this camera around so you guys can stop seeing me yap. Anyways, as I was saying, so the trunk, I had painted it before my shop got robbed, and that's when I had turned the other YouTube page down, and I went ahead and started cutting and buffing on this thing, right? So, you know, usually the best thing to do is cut and buff. I like to cut and buff 2 to 3 days after I've cleared. I didn't get that opportunity on this one, but the good thing is I found these 2 little dings here. I thought there was one right there, but after I cleaned it up, there is no ding on there. So anyways, that makes it a lot better for me. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of those little dings, and we're going to start finishing up the body work on the 67. Now, I started all the body work on this car. This car, it's I've had the doors off, the whole front end off. I've had it completely torn apart. The color that's in there is obviously on the color on the El Camino now. So the dash, everything has to be painted black. I already did the door jambs all the way around. So we're good on that situation. So this door is pretty nice. There's a few minor little dings on this fender that has to be done. And once that's done, then I could go ahead and reprimer the whole fender, block it out. And how I'm going to do that is we're going to repair the little body work on it. And if you guys want to learn how to do that, I'll show you guys how to do that. So I mean, this is more of a, I like to build stuff, but if you guys are interested in how to do body work or whatever, I can show you guys that too. But obviously this channel is going to be about building cars and blah blah blah. But like I said, if you guys want to kind of learn, drop a comment down below and I'll show you guys how to do some body work. This hood is pretty good except for that corner right there, which that's why I wanted to get a new hood. But if I can't get a new hood, I'm just going to go ahead and fix that, and I'll show you guys how to fix that too. This window, so when you're doing body work, I like to make sure all my windows are out. So prior to all this stuff, and like I said, I have a whole bunch of videos, or I did on my other channel. I should have saved them and uploaded them to this, but I didn't. So anyways, what we're gonna, this window, I took it out. Okay, this window was taken out. There was some little minor rot that I fixed all along there and on the top there, typical rot. And it wasn't super bad, but I went ahead and fixed all that stuff. Right here, there was a big spot that I had tack welded another plate and just basically patched that little piece up. Down there, I did the same thing. I made a panel for down there. I like to make stuff, you know. Sometimes you can't get a hold of this kind of body panels, so sometimes you got to get creative and make it from scratch. As you can see, this hood was really bad. It went up and down, and since I started working with it, I managed to flatten it this much out. Now the hinge is still pushing it up, so it makes the hood look even worse. But to fix something like this, I'd like to put a plate here, weld it, heat this up, stretch it out, and pound it here. It's a whole lot of metal shaping. That's basically what you have to do. That's worst case scenario. Unless I can find a hood, then we'd be good. So there was some little minor flaws here, and I went ahead and I took some glazing putty. I just went ahead and glazed that. I blocked it out with the air sander, the big air sander, and I used 180. Okay. Next, I'm going to come back with 220. After that's done, then I still got to make sure that there's no more imperfections on this fender too. I like to make sure I get all that stuff squared away. The door here is pretty much squared away. I still got to block that, and I still got to finish blocking this whole quarter panel here. The roof, there was a little ding, took care of that. We're still gonna finish sanding the roof, make sure that we didn't miss anything, because I'm still gonna spray it with guide coat. The whole top of that is pretty good, so it's gonna be a lot fast. This car is gonna get done a lot faster than what I thought it was going to be. But because I've been working on this car for a while now, and this is my daughter's car. It's my car, but you get that deal. So anywho's, that's a whole another thing. Those wheels, like I said, those are coming off. They're not staying on there. I'm putting the originals back on there. I'm putting the SS hubcap on there, the Super Sport hubcap. It's going to be a 65 Impala SS hubcap. I like those, so I'm going to put them on there. But yeah, so I got to get the upholstery done. All this stuff's got to be done, guys. The car has to be painted by August, mid-August. Once it's painted, I mean, I still got to put the motor in, and I'm going with the 5.3 and a 4L60E transmission. So can I get this car done by August? Drop a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Can I get this done by August. If you don't think I could get it done by August, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Just drop the comments down below. I read those comments. Tell me what you guys think. Like I said, most of the body work I've already done. Okay, so most of all this body work that's on this car, I've already done. So basically, I just got to go back and nitpick the heck out of it, make sure that it's completely flawless, because it's going black, and I don't want the same situation going on with this where I have these two little dings that drove me back crazy. Now I'm going to sand the whole dang thing down. But that's one more part that I'm done with. I'll be done with that trunk. Sometimes I've painted cars twice because I didn't like it, or because I found little small flaws that I have to take care. It's I don't know, it's something that drives me crazy if I don't do it. I do have the quarter extensions, and those got to be body worked. I've already started those too. I've sat those back in because that was a little crooked where the tail light sits. It was a little crooked, a little bent. So I fixed that whole flap down there and everything. The inside of the trunk is all rhino lined. The inside floorboard of the 67 is all rhino lined. The belly of it is all undercoated. It's sealed paint and undercoated, so it's got a lot of layers of good stuff. So basically, it needs to be painted. It has to be painted. But I think we're going to go ahead and drop that 5.3 in there. I've been saying that for a while, and I'm sorry, guys, that, I keep saying I'm going to put the 5.3 in there and blah, 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 and it don't happen. Well, the mission for this month is to have that 5.3 in there, all cleaned up in there, and start getting it ready to prep up and finish up the minor bodywork and paint it. So this guy, I know that there's some people that are on this channel that are waiting to see this thing get built too. Really, there's not much to this thing. I wanted to add some wheels. This is going to be fun too. The running boards, I took those off because it wouldn't clear with those big old tires there. I didn't look real good with them on anyways. I'm going to put a different running board on there, maybe a tubular one. This thing is going to go back to blue and white. I was thinking maybe a gray. I don't know. Like I said, that's another option that we got to think about too. So this is the 5.7 fuel injection. And see, this one's got some minor body work. I got a 10.2 too. So stuff like this one will be a lot faster to just spray this one and get this one over with. But I want to take my time on it. I don't want to be in a rush with this one. And I don't want to be in a rush with this one, which really it's not going to be a whole bunch of rush to it because, like I said, I did the body work on it. There's just minor things that I see that are still, there's just so much imperfections, and not a whole bunch, but there's, like, I'll show you guys right now. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right here, okay, there's a little low spot. And it's not huge, it's just a little low spot that bothers the heck out of me. It's got to be done, okay? The top of this is pretty straight. There's really no little flaws on that. But that, there's a few here. Let's see if we can spot those. Okay, there's one right there. Okay. Let's see if we can find the other one. And what I do when you see a person fill like this, it's palm and these here, you're filling for that little dent. And you don't want to go fast. You want to go in a straight, go back and forth, and give it time to fill for any low spots. Right there, I felt something. Right there. Small little low spot there. So like I said, there's a few little things here. This door, I thought I was going to have a whole lot of issues with that door, and I did the massive body work on that. And this thing is making me a little bit mad because it don't want to focus. Let's see what's going on here. There we go. So yeah, that door actually is I sprayed some single stage over that whole area that you see black. I shot some single stage on there. I added a little bit of extra hardener just to make sure that I get that bite and that harden. So when I do stuff like that, it's got sealer primer underneath. It's like painting it twice, basically, you know. So when you go to sand single stage though, you do not want to get crazy and start digging at it with 80 or 120. You want to make sure you do it wet or dry. I'll tell you why I do that. Because if you go and you start sanding single stage with 80, your paper is going to get all gummed up. And you'll see when I'm talking about gummed up, if you do it by yourself, you'll see what I'm talking about. Gumming up is, you know, let's see if we have any paper that's gummed up some. Show you guys right now, right here. You see those little spots there? Those right there? That's what you call gumming up. When that starts gumming up, you start leaving some scratches on the paint or whatever surface that you're prepping. And take in consideration, this right here is 220, okay? And this was actually for some primer that I had put on, and I started sanding it a little bit too early. I didn't give it the proper dry time, and that was my fault. So I let it dry completely and went back over it with 220 to get all that stuff done, and it came out a lot better. But if you're any kind of Impala fan and you guys want to watch something like this, get finished off, I suggest you subscribe. You hit that little bell thing and start watching this come alive. So you guys have been amazing. Thank you very much for watching. You guys see my little sign back there, it says smile I gotcha. That's because I got cameras now. I had to get smart because I got robbed one time. So now I got cameras that kind of go off on my phone and all that stuff. Makes me a lot more, makes me feel a lot better knowing that my stuff is, I'm watching it. Like this stuff goes on my phone. It goes everywhere. But anyways, oh yeah, before I let you guys go, I'll show you guys. So that way, now I got these, and let's see if we can get a good shot of my cameras there. Bing, yeah, I know you can see me. Oh my. Finally got smart. Can you see me? There you go, yes, okay, perfect, thanks. But last time they had broken through right here. It sucked. Put some sand down so we can figure out what was going on. What a hot mess. Anyways, so yeah, you guys have been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. Stay positive. Until next time, guys.